My name is Olesya, and I am obsessed with measurement. Sure, it has something to do with dedicating a decade and a half to measuring marketing effectiveness, but also personally, I'm convinced that measurement is one of the most important yet underappreciated areas of human lives. I would even go as far as to say that measurement is an unsung hero of success. My most important measurement success story is the birth of my daughter. After several hours of labor, the fetal heart rate monitor that was strapped to my belly picked up that her heart rate was dropping, which was a signal that she was in danger. That same moment, the midwife hit the red panic button on the wall. A moment later, a small army of doctors busted in. 2 moments later, I heard my daughter cry, which meant that she was safely out and she was okay. One right metric triggering timely action saved my daughter's life. If you take a moment to think, each of you probably owes something or someone to measurement. Thanks to measurement, today we live longer and healthier lives. Careful documentation of rates of preventable diseases before and after vaccination inform common vaccine policies, thanks to which some of the diseases are now extremely rare. Everyday things that you might not even notice on your way to work, for example, speed limit signs, are determined by measurement. Meticulous statistical analysis that take into account not only the road design, but also most typical type of collision for that road and rates of survival at different speed rates. Thanks to measurement, we now know that climate change, there's a malfunction. Use your imagination, people, okay? I'm not gonna click anymore. Thanks to measurement, we now know that there is definitely a relationship between carbon dioxide emissions and global warming. All right, I'm glad the technology caught up with me. And now we're taking the right actions. What we're seeing today is that not only consumer behaviors are changing, but also businesses are responding as well and changing their practices. And when I look at these examples, it's a really good reminder that, first of all, measurement is everywhere, but also it must be someone's job. If all of this measurement exists, somebody is sitting out there and crunching the numbers, right? Let me ask you this question. Whose job is measurement in your companies? Or better yet, do any of you work for a company that has a measurement owner? Can you please stand up? Yes, we've got 2 people from SAS. We have 1 more person. Anyone else raise their hand? What's up with the rest of you? Let's talk about this a little bit more. The brightest minds in management have organized themselves around the topic of measurement. BCG, we heard from them earlier. Sir Martin Sorrell, we heard from him earlier. Bain also documented that actually when you use good measurement, you're 4 times more likely to grow revenue market share for your company. Isn't this what we all want? But in order to orchestrate this success, every company needs a measurement owner. A single person to look across KPIs, tools, the entire customer journey, and tell one story of marketing performance, not just the CMO, but to the rest of the organization. Meanwhile, these measurement owners are missing from most meeting rooms and actually most organizations, as we just saw a moment ago. But you see, it is actually quite risky for companies not to have a measurement owner because measurement mistakes can be quite costly. This is a picture of a $125 million mistake. This is a Mars orbiter that was launched in 1999 and burned up in the Mars atmosphere shortly after its launch. Why? A measurement mistake. This spacecraft was designed to work on imperial units of measurement because it was built in the US, but the software that was interpreting the data was built for metric units, that's right. Simple mistake, $125 million up in the smoke. Now, think about this outcome versus increasing the chance of growing your revenue and market share. Which one do you want? And the difference between the two outcomes comes down to just one critical role, a measurement owner. Assigning a measurement owner is one of the most important things that you as business leaders in your companies can do. And that person has an opportunity to not just take you to the new levels of performance, but also to change culture. With measurement owner, over time, you will start each day by looking at your KPIs. You will start bringing data to more meetings, and you will stop asking each other, what do you think? You will ask each other, what does the data suggest we do? And this future is entirely possible with that one person driving this change. I know that this will work because I have been a measurement owner. Some years ago, I was hired by a company to establish measurement practices where none had existed before. And I have to admit, it was a tough job at first because, well, my colleagues hated me. Because I would walk up to their desk and say, hey, I see you're launching a campaign, let's set KPIs for it. And they would look at me as if I just said, you and I are going to the moon, and you're going to take me there. But over time, fear gave way to competence and then to confidence, because they realized that measurement is not a rocket science. And just 6 months later, after I had started in that role, I was nominated by the same colleagues as the Employee of the Year. And all I had to do was teach them measurement, which became their habit. And this can work for you as well and can take even less time with the right person. But who is this mystical person who can take you to the new heights of performance and change your culture? Well, I took a liberty of writing the classified ad for your measurement owner, which should say something like this. Insert your company name here, is desperately seeking a measurement owner who is a good storyteller, passionate about the customer journey, and can distill insights into recommendations as a trusted advisor to CMO. First of all, everyone should want this job. Second of all, you can even ease into it. At Google, we have a practice of 20% roles, which over time can become full-time roles when the value has been proven. And 20% is 1 day a week for one person. I hope you're asking yourselves now, can we really afford not to have this person in our company? And I also hope that you are as passionate and obsessive about growing your company as I am about measurement, and that next time on this stage, your measurement owners will stand up and share stories of your company's success. Thank you.